Welcome to another episode of Today's World, bringing you the best advice from people who are probably experts in something. What's that I hear you cry? Start today's show with a message from the government. Oh, okay then, go on.
This is a Coast Guard station, where a Coast Guard keeps watch for craft in difficulties at sea. Now just here, there could be a boat in distress, and this could be you, seeing it all happen. So what should you do? Make for the nearest telephone, dial, and ask for the Coast Guard. He's at the centre of the rescue organisation, in touch by telephone and radio with lifeboats and helicopters. So remember, for distress at sea, dial 999 and ask for the Coast Guard.
Thanks, G-Man. Where would we be without you? Probably outside. Our first contributor today is Sam Lake, asking, is 5G something we should be worried about? Are people really worried about fucking 5G?
Hello, my precious quarantine cherubs. It's me, once again, Sam Lake, acclaimed comedian and winner of the annual award for Cornishman with most intact teeth. I actually set a world record this year, with 7. And you just caught me enjoying some private quality time here in my garden. And when I say garden, I mean miniature cactus with a dead fly next to it, because that's my life now. Today, I'm here to talk to you all about communication. It's so important in these difficult times to stay in touch with your loved ones, but have you stopped to think about that you might be putting your loved ones in danger? Well, you should. I am, of course, talking about the threat of 5G. 5G is the successor to 4G and 3G. And I know some of you out there are saying, but Sam, 5G is perfectly safe. Why, I used my 5G this morning. Well, you could be right. But who are you to argue with academic and scientific minds like Caprice, Eamon Holmes, and of course Lee Ryan from Blue? He's the blonde one. Why would he make stuff up? This definitely isn't the first time that celebrities have tried to educate us on what is safe and responsible. Noel Edmonds famously sleeps in an electromagnetic-proof cage to protect him from rogue radio waves. It's also to protect him from rampant Mr. Blobby attacks. Holly Willoughby likes to maintain her fervent fertility by feasting on the blood of 30-year-old women called Patricia who just thought they were coming to this morning for a surprise makeover. Gwyneth Paltrow believes that you can improve your health by pointing your anus directly at the sun, which is of course true, and it also bleaches your anus hair if you're ever in trouble. I've had to find a budget way to do this myself in these difficult times. I've started using whitening toothpaste on mine, just because on the bottle it says it works great on cavities. One piece of celebrity advice I could have done without was discovering that Uri Geller uses his spoons as a treatment for erectile dysfunction. It's something that I didn't want to know, but hey, I knew what I was getting into when I agreed to sail the Ivory Coast on Eamon Holmes' sex kayak. So, erring on the side of caution, I've decided to eliminate any usage of 5G from my home. And you might be wondering, Sam, how do you stay in contact with everyone that you care about? And I thank you not to ask such personal questions, you stupid little bitch. But since you asked, I've been sending a lot of letters. And receiving a lot of letters. It's actually so much fun. You know, nothing warms my heart more than walking to the postbox in the morning and seeing that I've received a letter from a friend or family member with a really heartfelt handwritten message on the inside. Don't have an envelope to hand? Don't worry, just wrap your letter around a brick or a heavy rock and throw it through a loved one's window. They'll really appreciate it. And with that, I must leave you again. But please, stay safe. Wash your hands, and whatever you do, don't use 5G. God, I really must prune this garden.
Thanks, Sam. And now, here's Joe McTernan with a song.
Hi everyone! If like me, you're probably very sad that there's naughty coronavirus. And just because we're in lockdown and isolation doesn't mean that we can't have fun. So listen to this little song with some ideas of what you could be getting up to.
Wash the dishes, sweep the floor, make the bed. And then tomorrow we'll do it all again. Wash the dishes, sweep the floor, make the bed. And then tomorrow we'll do it all again. Wash the dishes, sweep the floor, make the bed. And then tomorrow we'll do it all again. Wash the dishes, sweep the floor, make the bed. And then tomorrow we'll do it all again.
Thanks, Joe, and thank you for watching Today's World. Learned anything from any of these comics? Or did they at least make you giggle? You can donate to Monkey Barrel Comedy and the contributors to this show by using the link in the description of this video. Even if you can't donate much, I promise we all really appreciate it. Next up, looking to impress everyone at your next video meeting? Here's Katie Pritchard with some helpful tips.
Hello. At this time when you've probably done more Zoom meetings than coffee breaks, you're probably finding that your standards are starting to dip a little. You know, you're entering those Zoom meetings, perhaps not in quite the same way that you would the boardroom or a business meeting. I'm here with some top tips on ways to enter your business meeting to make you feel the most business you possibly have ever felt. Here's my top 3 entrances. Entrance number 1. Hello! I didn't realise we were having a meeting. Come in, come in! You see, that one's just like being at the office, when you're pretending to be caught off guard so you can fish for time to gather your notes together. Here's entrance number 2. Keep it snappy. Hey, you can add your own zinger on the end there. You don't have to use mine, although I think mine was pretty good. And here's entrance number 3. That's right, the teddy bear roll, because teddy bear rolls are the most business way to roll. So next time you're called to a Zoom meeting and you want to enter and give it a bit more spice and make you feel a bit more, I don't know, in control, why don't you choose one of these 3 entrances? You're welcome. Goodbye.
Thanks, Katie. And now, an important message about paraffin heaters.
All paraffin heaters, no matter what kind, need a continuous flow of air to prevent poisonous fumes from building up. So keep a window or ventilator open.
Finally tonight, we have Luke Rollason with a handy lesson in history. For fuck's sake, who writes this shit?
Hi. Hello. When I heard that I couldn't use my hands for anything anymore, I was like, what? But now I feel much better after watching this documentary.
Listen to these common phrases. Hand me that pencil sharpener. You look like you need a hand. Hands up. This is a robbery. Put all your money in the bag. That's right, in the bag. I'm not fucking joking around here. Someone's going to get hurt if you don't put all your money in the bag. I'm sure you've all heard these common phrases before. Do you know what they all have in common? If you're not sure, raise your hand to ask for help. That's right. It's hands. Hands. These 5-fingered tyrants evolved from the man-eating flesh spider, an arachnid that eventually learned to fuse itself to its prey's wrists, which they have stubbornly clung to ever since. If you can't eat them, join them. We use our hands on these, and these, and these. Handles. They are named after their inventor, the composer George Friedrich Handel. Handel astonished the world with his revolutionary way of playing the piano with his hands rather than his elbows. For centuries, the elbow was humanity's greatest tool for interacting with the world and each other. That is why handles used to be known as elbows. Elbows. But why do we use hands so much today? This is a case of what is commonly known as an inexplicable phenomena. Fortunately, it isn't too late. Thanks to the encouragement of the scientific community, elbows are making a surprising, but by no means surprising, comeback. This is because, like a camel, an elbow has one hump and one armpit. Hands, however, have 5 humps and 4 pits. It is no wonder that elbows are more hygienic, more beautiful, and endorsed by science. Watch out, lads! That's better. Thank you for watching. Now you have learned about the history of hands, you too are ready to wave goodbye to your hands and hello to the kneecap of your arm.
That's all from us today, world. Thank you for watching Today's World. Please don't forget you can donate to keep this show on the air and food on the plates of our performers. Fancy becoming one of our contributors? You can send your public service announcement submissions to actbooking@monkeybarrelcomedy.com. And if we can, we'll add them to the show. See you next time.